Hi everybody, welcome back. We're going to go ahead and start adding embellishments to our Build-A-Page. I am keeping the main paper packs with my collection, even though I'm not planning on going into it for anything. I figured this way, if I do run short on a piece of paper or something, or I need to switch something up, I have it with me, and then when I'm done, I'll put it all away. So for the first one, which out of all of the paper kits I put together, the Cosmo Cricut is probably going to be my most challenging. And I did get a great suggestion from one of my viewers about adding filters maybe to the photo and try and go more vintage vibe. For this one, I think I'm just going to do like a random everyday photo. So this is pictures that I had already picked out before she gave me that suggestion, which was fantastic. But this is just my family. This was back from, it's got to be 2019 or 2000. Yeah, it's 2000 and end of 2019. It was before we had the shutdown. And my brother is a assistant fire chief for a local fire department next to us. And every year they do a chili dinner. And so this is my whole family. We're all fire department people. My dad's retired fire department. He was assistant fire chief, deputy fire chief. He had all kinds of titles. My daughter and both my boys were volunteer firefighters. So we're big supporters of that whole thing. So I just have a picture of the chili and then us all at the table. So I thought that, these papers, even though they're more retro, like this one, I could probably use it more of a matting so that you're not seeing a lot of it. And then I will probably use like this one or this one as a background. Or I might do, like Moira, she does such a beautiful job. She'll do her 1/3, 2/3, and this might be one of those where I might go and do the 1/3, 2/3, where I could go and do the writing, and talking about the chili dinner and the fire department and so forth. So, yeah, even though, they're hard sometimes, grab out those retro, challenge yourself to do it. So, I don't think I'm going to do like the martini glasses, but I will do like maybe some of the labels and things like that. So that's in there. And so now I just want to find something that might be in this blue or green kind of coloring. So let's go and start with the greens first and see what we can get from that. Because it's kind of a yellowy green. And I don't have as many green well, maybe I do. I swear, I keep trying to use these up, and I swear every time I go in, I feel like they're growing out of my sight. Oh, and this actually is one that reminds me of something I've got coming up. So this one I'm going to pull to the side, and you'll see why in a few minutes. All right. So I need to not overthink, because I don't want to make you guys have to sit here for an hour and then try and upload. So I'm thinking labels, and this one's more of a lime green, which I like, and instead of a bright green. And let's see what else we have here. That's another shade of it. I've got this tag that would work. Let's see what else we have here. Not really made with love, even though I know the fire department guys love us. I don't think they made it with love in mind. I don't know what day of the week it is. It may have been a Friday, but I don't know for sure. Otherwise, I would use that. And let's see. Kind of like the ticket, because you had to have a ticket to pay for it. There's a circular one. So I've got 2 of those. Wish I remembered what day of the week it was. Favorites. It is a favorite thing that we do. They haven't been able to have it, and they always do, even the fire department, another fundraiser they do is a carnival that they do, carnival they do. They shut down the main street, and it's like a week-long festival kind of thing. So they haven't been able to do that either. So for the last all last year, what they've been doing is, there's a smaller one. We just paid for the tickets. They're doing a drive-through chicken or barbecue rib meal, and so you just pay for the ticket, and then the funds that they, the profits they make from it are going to the fire department. So we love supporting those. And then our local fire department for our town, last year they did something similar. They did a turkey dinner. This says come and get it, and I think that will work because we had to go there and get it. So that was kind of a cute thing. Here for the snacks. Now that would be perfect. My husband, right before this had been taken, so maybe this was this must have been like March. I'll have to look it up. But do I have the year on here? It's probably on the envelope. Hang on. Oh, it's February of 2020. This may not have been the one. The year before, when my husband had gone, it was right after he had had his stroke. And so he had the little ladies bringing him his treats and, helping him carry his cupcakes and stuff. It was hilarious. He was sucking it up for all it was worth. It says flipping out over here. That's not bad. Admit one would work. Yeah, so I think that was the year before that he was, but they have the fire department wives and ladies, they all do baked goods, and so my husband is there for the snacks, and he'll even admit that one. Okay, I think that's going to be it for this little box here. Let me see, and again, this is not going to be real tricky. It's not, again, one of those, it's not like a wedding layout or something where I'm telling a deep diving story. It's just talking about, one of the many things that we do as a tradition in our family, and that would be to go get, our chili dinner. So let's see here. Now these Chamel cameras would work. Or do I want to go more with, these are from her Christmas collection. Kind of like, I'm going to throw both in, 3 of each, and I'll see which one I like better. Because one is kind of the greens, and the other one is like a wood grain green. And so depending on where I put it on the layout, the one might stand out better than the other. And hopefully you guys can see this. I always forget to move it so you can see it on the camera. Let's see. We didn't really party or celebrate. We did gather, but that's kind of more Thanksgiving-ish versus, here's another Admit One. This is kind of travel. One of these days I gotta use some of these. These are like felt. I got these, I don't even know where I got them, but I took them apart and got them in here. I do have some felt stars. Maybe I could go and add that in. The color's not too far off. That'd be kind of nice to be able to get a few of those on. I'm just going to throw 3 in. And we'll see what happens. And let's dig under here. And this is Summer Sweet. There's cassette tape. It's really not about music. Here we go again. Here's another tab. And let's see. All right, I think I'm going to call this one done. I want to throw some enamel dots in. And maybe I'll go with the kind of more of the bluish color for the enamel dots to bring out another pop of color. Because again, I want to show you guys that you don't have to overly embellish and make it real tricky. The whole point with these is to get layouts made. And I kind of look at these also as if you were going to a crop and you wanted to pull some things together to get some fast, fun layouts done, you know, what would you need to bring? And right here, there's quite a bit in here that can be used. And then I always bring, you know, a little bit extra. So I can pull out, if I need to, a sticker sheet. And sometimes just fussy cutting stuff works as well, and using your punches. So let me grab the blue enamel dots. And I might see if I can do the viewfinders. You know what? I have white ones. No, these are cream. Maybe I'll cut some viewfinders with some of these. I can always get my Cricut out and do something like that too. That's not what I want. Okay. So I need more of the kind of that green blue. Let's see how this one looks. That one doesn't look bad. It's kind of similar. Let me dig towards the bottom and just see what's under here. Nope. Nope. All right, I think I'm just going to go with what I've got right now, with kind of the greeny blue. And we'll put these back. And like I've always said, I reserve the right to go into my stash if I'm not feeling something and pull more out. So I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side here, and I'll bag these all up off camera. Oh, I have another star. We'll just stick that on there for now. All right. So this one here is the Dino page, and I did find some Dino washi tape. I want to say this is probably from Chamel's field trip, and this is a picture of my grandson. We did it last weekend. We did a giant Triceratops puzzle, so I just want to write about the puzzle. So a lot of this is going to already be from the paper kit. I think we'll have a lot, and I can do a lot of the cut aparts. Let me just see if there's any puffies that I can put in here. So these are the colors that I have. And even I could do some wood veneer stars too. So let's see what I have in my puffy folder here. They have wild and free and bugs in that one. Bugs. I don't know if I have many dinosaurs. But again, a lot of it's on the sticker sheet. Now this has some dinosaurs and it's got a Triceratops. So we're going to go ahead and grab that Echo Park All Boy, because we have these here. Those will work. And that gives it a little bit more dimension. And let's see what else. And I'm thinking that's probably going to be it. Yeah. Okay, that's it for the puffies. Let me see what I have for the boy stickers. I have, oh, here's a Triceratops right in here. Let me grab that one. This is from Chamel's field trip. So we'll grab him and him. And do we want him? And you know what I'm going to do? I wonder if this would go with that other kit we just made. Kind of does. I would have to turn it and do maybe these colors. So I'm going to throw this in with that other retro kit, because the viewfinder is very retro. Okay, so I think that's going to be it from that. So that gives me washi, some puffies, a couple die cuts. I have my paper. They have more stickers in here and border strips. So I think the only other thing would be maybe, like I said, the wooden wood veneer stars. And I don't know if I have any in my little drawer here. I have my color cart next to me. Let me see. I have some random things in here. I have some love. It's really more about playing. I do have a lot of hearts in here. Oh, here's some stars. Okay, so I'm just going to put the wood veneer stars in, and we'll call that one good. I don't want to break my wood veneer here. Okay, so we're going to say that that one's done, and that's just a fun page, making dinosaurs. Now the next one I'm going to do is going to be a 2-page layout. I'm extending it. And this is going to go into the project that I'm doing for my future daughter-in-law. So I have multiple packs of this Rustic Elegance. So I did pull out the sticker sheet, obviously. And I have these papers here that I'm going to use. And I'll probably fussy cut the flowers. But what I pulled out, I'm losing my stickers. And what I pulled out from here, I pulled out an extra sheet from my other kit I have, because what I would like to do is a 2-page, and if I turn the one, I can have a flower cluster here and then a flower cluster here. So that's what we're going to do with this one. Now this is very odd. I don't know if you guys talk to or watch Janet with RTS, but I don't know if one of these is Echo Park and one of these is Cartabella, because this paper is the thick Cartabella and this one is the thin Echo Park. Okay, that's strange. So anyhow, yeah, that's just unusual. But in the book, no one's going to know. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. My boys were in the wedding for one of their best friends. So I do have Kev and Emily there, and then Kev's a twin, so that's his twin brother who was also at the wedding, so I thought I could do something like that. Here's one of their best friends, and then there's a bunch of pictures from the reception that I thought, and then the bride and groom, or actually that's my son with the bride. So, and then that's my son with the groom. So I figure we can go ahead and put some of these in and do a double page for their book. So I have these photos with this background. And again, when I fussy cut, I don't really need a lot of extra. I think what I would want is a doily. So let me grab a big doily. And I'm going to throw 2 in just because I can. And so there's those. And then I think I'm going to fussy cut like some of these things out. So those will be part of my embellishments. And then I have, like I said, the sticker sheet. And I can even do the title with some of it too. Because I could do to have and to hold, and then the bride and the groom's name, or just married with their names in this. But what I do want is probably some of the wood veneer. And I have all these hearts. And so let me just throw a bunch of these in. And I still have, I don't know where I have it at. See if they're in here. I still have a couple of those hearts. From Spiegel Mom's Scraps, but I thought it was here in my little dish to the side of me. This is what I have sitting next to me. And I had just a couple more open hearts left. Where did I put them? Alright, well, I put them away in a safe place. If I find them, I will get them out. So for now, we'll just go with the wood hearts that I have. Now, I wouldn't mind using a couple potty people because I've had them and I've never used them. So let me see if I can find, I got a girl, so I can make her my bride. Let me see if I can find a groom. And there's a, no, we can't have the bride bigger than the groom. Let me see if I can find another one. Oh, there we go. We got a bride and a groom the same size. So we'll go with that. And I have these wood veneer that are from Summer Market, Cartabella. Yep. So I think these pink will go. They're a darker shade, and then I have the lighter shade. So I'm going to go ahead and throw those in. And then I have, from my daughter's wedding album that I've been working on, here's a burlap bow. I can throw that in. I thought I had more than one in here. Let me look at my bow one. I have all my bows up here. So let me see if I can find another burlap bow. I know I have them in my her wedding stuff. Here's another one. Okay, we'll just go with 2. these away. Yeah, I need to reduce the number of these too. Start pulling them out for layouts. I have been trying to like spread things out and get things on layouts that I haven't reached for. Like my last week layouts, I was doing some hand stitching, which I haven't done in a while. So it was kind of nice to get something different on. So I think right now what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to keep these pages simple because they're going in her album. So I've got my background paper, I got my layering, I got a fussy cut, and then I have some wood veneer to pop things up, and then I have the enamel dots and the stickers that came with it. So I'm going to call this one done, and there should be more than enough. And again, if I get in there and I need something else, I can give myself permission to grab. All right. The next one is, this one's Echo Park, and this one was from Just Be You collection, and I had pulled out the florals, the hearts, the stripe, and the balloons. And then we have the sticker sheet, which again has a lot of balloons and florals on it and things like that that I can definitely decorate with. And then another item I have in my collection that I haven't used a lot, and I'm sorry for the glare, but I'm just going to leave it in, is I have a bunch of these chipboard sheets that I haven't used. So the colors seem to go, like the yellows in the florals and like the word together. And so there might be something that I can pull out. And if I can pull off 3 items out of here and add them to what I'm making, I will be happy. Because, again, I'm trying to branch out and every once in a while grab something different. You're not going to put it all on one page, but to use them on several pages. So what I'm pulling out is I have these 4 photos, and it's hard to see because these were taken in 1989, so the cameras weren't the greatest, just your little snap and shoot. We were 4th of July at my mom and dad's house, and my daughter was probably a year and a half, you know, toddler-ish age, and there was a hot air balloon. And so these are pictures of my dad, and he's walking down the road to look at the hot air balloon with my daughter, who was his first granddaughter. And so I just grabbed these, and I thought I could do a nice page with them. And I really don't think, between this stuff, I think the only other thing I'll want is maybe some enamel dots. I think there's enough on the sticker sheet, and I'm going to have it photo heavy, and then with a chipboard. So let me go and grab, I think I want pink. So let me see if I can grab a pink that kind of goes with the pink on this heart paper. And that goes really good. Right on top. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in. Oh, excuse me. I had a sneeze. You know what? These hearts are there too. I'm going to throw the hearts in. So between those two, I think that's going to be more than enough. I would add a doily, but because I'm going photo heavy, I'm thinking I'm probably going to do more of a big mat, and so I won't really have an like anywhere to stick a doily. But if I change my design, I'll probably reach for one. But I'm just going to leave it as this, and this will work. And then I think this is the last one, so we're moving quick. So what I had pulled out was this kit from Illustrated Faith, which is the She Blooms. Love this paper. It's one of my favorite when everyone was making stuff. Bright colors. I've just struggled with finding the right pictures for it. And finally I just said, you know what, I have to get it out. So I'm going to be using the sticker sheet. I can do my title. There's some layering things, some banners. I have the black stripe, the floral, and the yellow that and then the pink, which I will probably use somehow with my matting, and I pulled out 2 scraps. And again, I have the whole paper pack if I need it. In there I had the washi tape that was never used, and I also have the chipboard, and I have only used 1. So I would like to hopefully get some chipboard on there. The other thing I pulled out, again trying to concentrate on some of my chipboard that I never grabbed for, and again never used. This is from Maggie Holmes Sweet Story, is this one, chipboard. Again, I could pull out some of the balloons for the other one or a camera, but I pulled it out for this giraffe. And that is why I grabbed this giraffe, because when I saw the giraffe, I remembered that I had pictures of my husband and my daughter, and this is again in 1989 when they had gone to the zoo together. And so I just grabbed a picture of the giraffe, and then I grabbed a picture of them together, and I figure I can go and crop these down and maybe like have this one smaller and then like set it into here and then have the giraffes around it. So that is my plan for that one. And again, I think the only thing that I would want would be some enamel dots, but at this point I'm not going to throw them in because I don't know which direction of colors that I'm going to go for. And I'll probably pull them out as I go. But I already have a lot in here that I know I can make a great layout with. So that is it. So tomorrow we're going to start off. I know that Moira already has her first one done. She's made 3 kits, and she will have coming up today her other 2 kits, and then we'll start putting them together. We each think of how we build our kits in different ways, and I'm trying to show you some of the different ways that I pull from my stash. This time I literally closed my eyes, went over to the cube where I store my paper collections, and I grabbed out 5 and said, okay, here's what I'm working with, and ran with it. Like I said, the one is going to be a struggle because it's more retro, but you know what? They're in my stash. I like what I've got, and so it's just finding a way to use them. And again, I'm in my room. I'm not at a crop, so I do reserve the right to pull anything in. If you are going to a crop, you might want to pull a little bit more just so that you have an overabundance. But sometimes I think when you have too much, you tend to then overanalyze and overthink. And right now, you know, I don't have any labels pulled out or whatever, but I have my punches next to me. So I could pull out a label punch, or I could cut and make my own tag. So there's things that you can do even if you didn't bring it with. And again, I reserve the right to go back into my stash if I'm not feeling it. And yeah, so make sure that you check out Moira's video today, and then check her back out. She's going to be combining her 30 days of sketches along with this. I'm biting off more than I can chew. My intention is to go and put up 2 videos for the next week for you. So I will have one video that is this, and another video that's the 30 days of sketches, and keeping the 2 separated. However, again, reserving rights. If my week becomes crazy with work and I have to combine one, I might. We'll see how it goes. And then also, we think next month, Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life is also going to be playing along. So we're really excited about that. She's in the middle of 30 days of sketches, so she doesn't have the time to put it together this month with 3 little ones, which I totally get. And yeah. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for putting up with my long video today. Hopefully the next ones are going to be a little bit shorter, but I wanted you to see and hear my process. Check out Moira, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.